Minding Creative Minds founder, Dave Reed.
Thanks,
Dave, when you started Minding Creative Minds during lockdown, did you envisage this?
Yeah, I thought it'd be bigger, Stuart, yeah. No, yeah, I mean, it was just about to try and create something, I suppose, that would offer kind of support and just a kind of a helping hand to anybody in the sector, I guess, yeah.
Well, here next year we're in the 3 Arena.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So this is small and intimate. For those just discovering Minding Creative Minds, tell us about the ethos, what you do, and most importantly, who it's for.
Yeah, basically it's for anybody that's in the sector, from artists to music to theatre to visual artists, anybody. Sorry, our main service are counselling, mentoring programs, a comprehensive, mentoring program. We have master classes in anything from sync to branding to screenwriting, so it kind of includes a lot. We've launched a creative art therapy project there just last month as well. So it's a kind of a friend, I suppose, to anybody in the actual sector, I guess,
You've just mentioned a few of the new things. What does the next sort of 12 months hold in store, hopefully?
Next 12 months, I suppose, really is just to try and consolidate what we're doing. We are going to announce today as well, it's a free a legal service, HR service, and a financial service as well. So anybody that needs, I suppose, a 1-hour consultation with an expert in those fields, they can do that as well. So which is huge, because often it's just that 1 hour, I suppose. People have different, I suppose, queries and issues, and sometimes it just takes that 1 hour, I suppose, to try and help somebody deal with whatever issues that they have,
So I want to say, a friend of mine wanted me to say this. They were in a very low ebb about 8 months ago, went through the counselling. It was a lifeline, and they said it just changed everything for them. So that's how important the work is, and I think we've heard so many stories about the supports working. How can the creative arts community access career supports from you guys?
Yeah, they can contact us by phone or by email, I suppose. It's well documented, I suppose. And last year we had over 2,000 counselling hours. We engaged with 4,500 people across our mentoring program, across our counselling services. So again, if anybody has ideas on other projects that we could do to help the sector, just please kind of just call us or just email us.
And a great way to sort of dip your toe into the waters with the organisation is the monthly meetups. They seem to go from strength to strength.
Yeah, they're just there. That was kind of started in COVID. It's the last Monday of every month. It's a 1 hour kind of pure support to anybody that needs just a conversation with anybody from the sector. Just log on. It's the last Monday of every month.
So with, say, the counselling, talk me through it. What's the initial point of contact, and then what happens?
Yeah, basically, anybody that needs counselling, they can contact our helpline, I suppose. They will immediately talk to a counsellor. They will get a call back within 2 days, and counselling, if they're deemed to progress to counselling, they will have a counselling session within 7 days. That's how it works. So it's kind of straightforward,
Yeah, and that's usually, what, a course of 8 initially?
It's 12. It's
12.
Yeah, 12 Stuart, yeah.
As for today, what do you hope to achieve from this gathering?
Just to kind of spread the word about Minding Creative Minds, I suppose careers, 10% of people calling our service is in relation to careers, I suppose. It's such a vast area, from script writing to writing songs to writing plays to visual artists. So I suppose if we can try and help, I suppose, anybody, try and get on a fast track to a job in the industry, I suppose. Our aim in the medium term as well is to have an app as well that will connect people with part-time work, full-time work as well. So I guess the aim of today is to try and spread the word that Minding Creative Minds is there to actually help people, I suppose,
By the way, you're going to have to work for your coffee breaks and your lunch. We want to see people mingling, collaborations being hatched. And next year at the 3 Arena, we'll bring you up on stage to talk about them. Dave, you made an interesting point there. Some people think it started with benefit concerts, that it's mostly about music, but it couldn't be further than the fact.
Correct, yes. It's this service is open to anybody, I suppose, from visual arts to film, theatre, music. Yes, like anybody, up to 55,000 people in the actual sector can use our services, so please do,
You only have one hat on today, but you have 2 others. You're also the main guy behind the Choice Music Prize, and also artist management. And you've got a busy summer. Robert Grace, Shobsy and Chubby Cat. What are they up to at the moment?
Yeah, just would say various events and various festivals and tours.
Yeah.
various things.
Well, Robert's got his first album.
Album out last week, yes. Absolutely, yes. So he's touring Germany next week, actually, yeah.
Yeah. As an artist manager looking after the guys, what tips do you have for musicians with regards to well-being and looking after yourself? Because we see more and more artists struggling, especially out on the road.
I think it's important to have a good kind of structure around you, you know, to have some people you can talk to. Take a day off as well. I think that's important. Kind of switch off. I mean, anybody involved in music now particularly are involved in social media, and you have to have content every day, on the hour every day. I think social media, while like the benefits are huge, the negative impacts too on artists I think is immense, and you know, try and take one day off. And as well as that, just in terms of artist management as well, try and have patience, I suppose, because it's a long road. It takes 5, 6, 7 years to get anywhere, I think, like in the industry. So you need to have patience, and also try and build a structure around you, and just take a day off, switch off, you know.
Do you find with all the different sort of strands now, we've got BIM out there, you guys and various other supports, are Irish artists quite sort of attuned to the industry, do you think?
I think they are, but I suppose like the challenge for something like Mountain Creative Minds is how do we target the guy from Cork in his bedroom writing songs or making music, I suppose. So these kind of events, Hot Press obviously help as well to try and kind of spread the word. So yeah, it's getting the name out there, I suppose, that there is a service there that won't change the world, but it will help, I suppose. So.
Well, it's changed one or two worlds, I think, but another interesting point, again, it's not that you're making a living or out on the road having problems. It can be somebody just starting off who's unsure about how the industry bolts together or how they can access it. You'll talk to anybody at any level.
Yeah, basically, I mean, our kind of motto is, you know, contact us if you have a question on any area, and we mightn't know the answer, but we can contact, you know, people, we can contact Stephen O'Rourke from Strata about financial, we can contact Mary Gordon about legal, we can contact, you know, Hot Press about, you know, music, you know, so like we will put in the work and try and get an answer, I suppose. That's the general team, I guess.
You have a very wide range of experts you can call on.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I have to say, from that first gig in the Olympia, which is an amazing night, actually talk us through that, because that must have been a bit, you know, hairy. It was during lockdown, trying to do the first big sort of gig event. Was it a bit of a squeaky bum night?
Yeah, it was. I mean, that was conceived by Kim O'Callaghan, who's on our board now, I suppose, and she was keen to try and raise some funds for artists and organisations during lockdown, I suppose. So that was July 2020, was bang in the middle of lockdown, and I think that you could only have X amount of people in the room, and artists had to be off stage and on stage. Like, it's hard to believe that actually happened, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
But it was nerve-wracking. But
I think it gave musicians a sense of value again, because they'd been around for a year doing nothing, and have that big gig televised and everything. I know it gave people a real boost.
Yeah, it did, and in fairness, the Minister and the Department of the Arts, you know, have kind of got behind, I think, like the music industry back then and the creative industry, and I think like we've seen a sea change happen, I think, over the last 4 years in terms of support being offered out there as well, which long may it last, you know.
We're obviously not a party political organisation, but it has to be said that the Minister does seem to get it.
Yeah, I think you can safely say that, yeah. I mean, she's been definitely on it, I suppose, and been very proactive in terms of support, and, you know, the Department of Arts in general, I guess, as well, have been. So long may it last, yeah.
And you've received amazing support from across the industry. That has to make the task a little easier.
Yeah, it does, because it's obviously hard to try and raise funds for anything, I guess. So we've been lucky enough that we've had good partners on board as well. So yeah, we're happy with that.
Steve, you're here all day. You're happy for people to accost you and ask, you know, maybe tease out some of the things we've talked about?
Absolutely, Stuart, yeah. Anytime.
Lovely. Thank you to Dave Reid.
Thanks, Stuart. Thanks, Stuart. Cheers, thank you.